In this video, we're going to look at another example of finding all of the zeros of a polynomial using the rational root theorem. So this problem is asking us to find all the zeros of f of x equals 2x cubed minus 11x squared plus 10x plus 3. So again, the first thing we're going to do is list out all of our possible rational zeros. So we find the factors of the constant. The constant in this case is 3. Factors of 3 are just 1 and 3. So we'll get plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3 are the possible numerators. Look at the factors of 2, the leading coefficient. Factors of 2 are just 1 and 2, so again, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2 are all the possibilities for factors of 2. Let's make our possible rational roots list now, taking factors of 3 and putting them over factors of 2. So the first two here are representing the 1 and the 3 over a 1. These are representing the 1 and the 3 over a 2. So now let's look at the graph. It looks like it crosses the x-axis 3 times. However, notice that here it's between 0 and negative a half. It's not negative a half, right? It's not hitting that tick mark. None of these numbers in my list look like that root. Likewise, this one's over 4, and I don't have any number here that's over 4, so this one's also not in my list. However, this one, 1.5, that's the same thing as 3 halves. So it looks like 3 halves might be a rational root, so let's check it. Using our synthetic division, again, sorry, that was really apparently hard for me to say. Using synthetic division again, bring down your coefficient, multiply, add down, multiply, add down, multiply, add down. I get 0. So it really is a 0. So one of our zeros is 3 halves. We started with a cubic. This means that this is a quadratic, and again, like I've mentioned several times in other videos, once we get this to a quadratic, we're done. We can fill this always by the quadratic formula. We have 2x squared minus 8x minus 2. I could divide out by a factor of 2 here. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I did not. So quadratic formula says the opposite of negative 8 plus or minus negative 8 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 2 all over 4. Underneath the radical simplifies to 80. 80 is the same thing as 16 times 5. So in the numerator we get 8 plus or minus 4 root 5 over 4. Factoring out of 4 and canceling, we can get 2 plus or minus root 5. So the 3 zeros in this instance are 3 halves, 2 plus root 5, and 2 minus root 5.